So hello. It has been quite a while since I have done one of these. Essentially, life just kind of happened. I got into a relationship and work was absolutely crazy, and it is only going to get even more crazier now that it is near Christmas, which is insane. So I haven't really had time to read or make any content because all of my free time was used up either recovering from very long hours at work or spending time with my partner. Reading wise, I haven't really done much. I have picked up books here and there. I have tried to read. So I've read a few bits and pieces here and there, but I haven't actually completed a book in quite a while. So I picked up Learn My Lesson by Katie Roberts. This is a very smutty retelling type of Disney villain-esque, very smutty book that I heard about from Becca in the Books. This is a throuple. I hate that word, but it is a three-way relationship between Hades, Meg, and Hercules. I only got up to about chapter 12, and I don't really know if smut, just like pure and utter smut, is for me. But I haven't finished the book yet, so I can't exactly say what the go is there. I also actually got approved for a e-arc of, oh, what's happening here? Of a Psalm of, so, what is it? A Psalm of Storms and Silence. This is the second book to A Song of Wraiths and Ruin. I haven't read this. I got up to about chapter 9. Yeah, it is now out, so go and buy it and enjoy it. I have also attempted to read, or at least continue reading, Empire of the Vampire. Still going on with this. It has been a very long time, so it's taking me a very long while to complete this. I'm still enjoying it. I just started to read it again today. I've only got about like maybe less than 300 pages left, but it is a very, I don't want to say dense, because it's not hard to understand or anything like that, and the writing isn't like super difficult. It just takes me a very long time to read what's on the page. So there's also that. And I am also attempting to read Queen of Shadows by Sarah J Maas, still continuing on with this. So yeah, I am just in the middle of a lot of books at the moment. So I don't read fluffy contemporary romances during Christmas. I don't usually have a lot of time to spend reading during Christmas. Every Christmas that I've ever had, I have been working, which will not change. Regardless, my main priority that I want to try and finish is going to be Empire of the Vampire. I may pick up something else. I was thinking of doing a TBR for the D20 TBR rolls. I don't know what I'm in the mood for, so I'm kind of just gonna let it go and just pick up whatever I want and start 2022 with a fresh roll. So yes, welcome to this week's reading vlog. I hope you enjoy. I hope I can keep up. Hi, hello again. Have you missed me? Because I definitely have missed you guys. So yeah, I will talk to you when I have an update. It is Wednesday, at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. I just got back from having lunch with my boyfriend and his mum and sister, and like maybe 70 odd pages left of Empire of the Vampire. I am on page 629, and there is, I think, 719 pages, so I think about 70, maybe 100 or so left. 70, 80 pages left, I think. And I am not gonna lie, I've been procrastinating it because I do not want to find out how this ends, because I am terrified. I have put it off for about a day, so let's just get into it, basically. I'm very scared. I look like a hot mess. So I did finish Empire of the Vampire, put it back on my shelf already. I look so bad. I'm going to give it a 4 or 5 stars. The ending, I can understand why people were shocked. I think I personally took too long to read it, so the effect was not the same on me. It was very much like a, oh damn, type of thing, instead of it being like a, oh holy shit type of situation, because it has been 3 months since I picked it up. So yeah. Did I ever tell you what it was about? Oh god, give me a sec. Okay, so Empire of the Vampire by Kristoff is a tome of a book. In this, we follow our main character, Gabriel de Lion. He is the last Silver Saint. Essentially, in this, Silver Saints are a religious group that went around eradicating the monsters from the earth, because 30 years prior to this book, the sun set and then never rose again, so everything was just stuck in perpetual darkness. And Gabriel is the last of this order, and he has been captured by the vampires. The vampires are essentially taking over the entire world, you know, the empire as such. And Gabriel has been captured by them, and because he is the last Silver Saint, the vampires want to record his history and everything that there is about Silver Saints and things like that. So throughout this entire book, Gabriel is telling his life story to this vampire who is like writing it down, and so the whole book is told through like a series of flashbacks and flash forwards and things like that, because while we do get to see Gabriel's past and him growing up as a kid and him going through like the Witcher Academy or whatever you want to call it, we also flash forward 20 or so years to where he has killed the Vampire King and is now on the trail to find the Holy Grail. So yeah, this was very good. It's not dense. I wouldn't say it's dense, but it did take me quite a while to read. Oh god, I have mascara everywhere. Wow, I look real great. I did not even realize how bad that was. It did take me quite a while to read this, and usually I can read about 80 to 100 pages in an hour. This one I was really struggling to even hit that amount within an hour. So while it's not hard to understand or anything like that, and the world isn't essentially that difficult to understand, I just, for some reason, it took me quite a while to try and read. That being said, as you can see, there is a lot of tabs. Yeah, it has its distinct J. Kristoff writing all throughout it. If you've read Nevernight, and you enjoyed it, you'll probably enjoy this. I have not finished Nevernight's series, but I have read the first one and really enjoyed it. And I've also read the Aurora Cycle series and everything. You can definitely see J. Kristoff's writing style in this, and I feel like this is very much J. Kristoff in a book. Yeah, I just wish I hadn't taken so long, because I feel like then the ending would have had a bigger impact on me. But I was also getting a headache at the same time of me reading it, so I don't know if that was also because of it. So, yeah. But 4 out of 5 stars. I'm going to say it's probably going to be a low 4. Just because I felt like there was something missing. And like I said, I did take over 4 months to read this book. But yes. Anyway, I'm going to first get rid of this on my face, and then we can go and pick a new book to read. Alrighty, so you're currently sitting on my bookshelf, and I'm about to go through some of the books that I have. I really don't know what I'm in the mood for, and there are a lot of books that I kind of want to read, that I kind of don't want to read. Some of these I will be showing in a haul video that I will be doing soon. Right, well, we'll start with some small ones, because I do kind of want to read a few small ones just so I can get back into the groove of finishing things. So I do have these two. There we go, these two, so you can see these. So this is Vespatin by Margaret Rodgerson. Margaret Rodgerson is not an author that I have liked most of her books that I have read from, unfortunately. This will be the last chance that I give her. This is the author who wrote An Enchantment of Ravens and Sorcery of Thorns. Both I did not particularly like all that much. So this one, it seems like it is more up my street. I think it's about necromancers, and our main character works in a convent as a cleanser of the bodies, like a mortician in a way. And her convent is attacked, and she defends it by awakening a revenant. Wielding this ancient spirit's extraordinary power almost consumes her, but only a Vespatin, a priestess trained to wheel a revenant, has the chance of saving Lorelei. So there we go. That's what that one's about. This one is The Merciful Crow by Margaret Owen. This one I know has like a caste system where crows are the bottom, and we have a prince and his bodyguard, and they have faked their deaths to escape the queen. Our main character, Fee, who is the future chieftain of a shunned caste of mercy killers. There we go. So that's those two there. Not really feeling either of them. They're both very dark, and I've just read like a really dark fantasy. So The Nature of Witches by Rachel Griffin. I have started reading this. I was given an e-arc of this, and I just never got around to finishing it, unfortunately. Life got in the way, and so I never got around to actually reading it. But everything that I've heard people say about this book is really good. In this, the witches have seasonal magic, and so they are attempting to help with the world's current situation of climate change, essentially. And our main character, Clara, is an Everwitch, so she is blessed with the powers of all of the seasons, which isn't as great as it sounds. She struggles quite a lot with it, and I guess she's trying to save the world. I do have Ariadne, which I could kind of go for, but I don't know if I want something that dense as such. I don't want to say I'm in the mood for a romance, because I don't read romance, but that's kind of like where I'm going. I do actually have one, which is The Seven Husbands of Evelyn Hugo. This is a contemporary, I think, where we have Evelyn Hugo, who was a massive big movie star in the 50s. Our main character, Monique, is a reporter, a journalist, and she's really looking for that big thing that will give her her big break. And somehow Evelyn Hugo has decided that she is going to be the one to write her tell-all big deal exclusive, and yeah, that's pretty much all I know. Ooh. Ugh, it's so dusty. My bookshelves are so dusty. I think this one is a retelling of the swans, the 7 swans or something or other, where a evil witch or whatever curses a royal family, and they've all of the siblings are boys except for, like, I think there's one girl, and she is tasked with what is it? Sewing them shirts out of, like, thorns or something or other, and she is not allowed to speak a single word. And all of the 7 brothers are turned into swans. I don't know if I said that already. My brain is completely scattered at the moment. And I think it's Chinese. Turning her brothers into cranes and warning Shiroi that she must speak of it to no one, for with every word that escapes her lips, one of her brothers will die. Penniless, voiceless, and alone, Shiroi, I really don't know how to pronounce that, searches for her brothers and uncovers a dark conspiracy to seize the throne. Only she can set the kingdom to rights, but to do so she must place her trust in a paper bird, a mercurial dragon, and the very boy she fought so hard not to marry, and she must embrace the magic she's been taught to contain all her life. So there's these 2. And I'll read a little bit of both and then have a decision. And then I'll also have a look on Scribd and see if there's anything on Scribd. I do have the e-arc of a psalm of... what is it? A psalm of storms and silence or something or other. I can't remember what it is. It's the sequel to A Song of Wraith and Ruins. So I do have that I should probably read, but yeah. Hello, it's a bit later now. And so far on the Instagram poll that I did, I don't know if I was telling you I was doing an Instagram poll, but I did an Instagram poll to see what people would suggest compared between the cousins or the cranes, and so far it is looking like the cranes is winning. So I might be reading this one soon, but I did go through my script, and there are a few like middle grades on there that I feel like I want to read. There's actually quite a few things on here. Oh, there's actually this book called In the Deeper Waters by F.T. Lukens, which I think it's just, I think it is actually like a romance, but it is gay, and it's also about pirates, and yeah, that kind of sounds good. There's also A Winter's Promise by Christelle de Bose, which is that French novel. I have heard Jade from JD Reads. She absolutely loves this series. I don't think she's like the last book in the series, but yeah, that sounds really good. It also sounds just like cozy, which is kind of like what I'm feeling at the moment, I think. Winter Magic by Amy Alward and Emma Carroll. So it says that it is a beautiful and classic anthology of frosty, magical short stories from acclaimed children writers. I feel like I have a bit of a headache or like a migraine that's coming, so I don't know if I want to be reading something on my iPad. Yeah, I have options, but I think for the most part it's going to end up being this one, which I'm down. The text is really big too, so that'll be good. So yeah, we shall see. I have heaps and heaps of options. So yeah, but at the moment I don't really feel like reading anything, so I'm just going to continue watching my YouTube that I was watching, and I will let you guys know what I end up picking if I don't. Yeah. Don't know if this will be the last update or not, but I will let you know.
Good morning. I'm very sleepy still. But it is 10 o'clock and I need to get up and I need to film some videos because I didn't do it yesterday. So, I'm up. I've just finished writing some book video ideas and stuff. Yes, the results from the poll, as I was telling you guys last night, it's definitely going to be 6 Crimson Cranes. I am excited about it. The text in this is really, really big, but I haven't started it just yet. I did finish, actually, another book that I was in the middle of reading last night. It is called The Castle of Wizardry, and it is the 4th book in the Belgariad series by David Eddings. This is the series that has my namesake. My real name is not Cece. My real name is actually Sinedra, or if you go by the audiobook's pronunciation, it's Sinedra. But this is a series that I have been reading on and off for basically the past year, because it's always been a dream of mine to read the books that my parents decided to pick a name out of and name me that. I'm not in focus. Yes, I finished the 4th book last night. It is a very, I keep saying very old, it's not very old, but it's an old coming of age fantasy series where we follow our main character, Garion, who has been living on a farm his entire life with his aunt Pole, and one day this old man who is sort of known to the farm, he comes and says that, you know, they need to go because they have a quest, and Garion then finds himself whisked away across the entire continent, trying to find this missing orb that will potentially awaken the god of death and destruction and all bad things. And Garion realizes some things about himself that he did not know before, and discovers a couple of home truths. So it is it's only a 5-book series, but it is a very long series in general. Like, it takes these people like up to a month to travel to these different places and things like that. But nonetheless, I really enjoyed the last book. I've actually enjoyed quite a few of them. And I'm really enjoying listening to the audiobook because the narrator, he has this voice that he does for the old man who is like the wizard. And he makes him sound like Dumbledore. And so I'm really enjoying that. So I finished that last night, so that's another book that's ticked off, finally, because I think it's been like 4 months that has taken me to finish that book, because I listened to it just before going to bed. So yeah, because the text in the book is really tiny. So yeah. But anyway, because I finished that and I still wasn't sleepy, I decided to pick up another audiobook, and I went with The Girl Who Drank the Moon by Kelly Barnhill. I'm only 5 chapters in. It is so cute already. I wish this was made into like a Ghibli movie, or just like a movie in general or something, because it just sounds so cute so far. If you don't know what The Girl Who Drank the Moon is about, we have this town that lives on the brink of the woods, and for some reason every year they sacrifice the youngest person, who is usually a newborn baby, to the forest, to the witch, so that she doesn't harm them or anything. The witch doesn't really know why they're doing this. She just happens to walk through the forest and finds that there is a baby left there, and it's like, okay, well, I shall take you and I will protect you and I will give you to a new loving family. And so the baby can survive the trip. She feeds it Starlight. But there is one particular baby, who is our main character, who the witch forgets or gets distracted or something and accidentally feeds her Moonlight instead of Starlight. Now, Moonlight is infused with like magical properties, so this baby now has magic powers. So she realizes that she cannot give the baby away and decides to raise it for herself. That's pretty much all I know so far. That's pretty much what anybody says about the synopsis anyway. But I'm really looking forward to continuing this. There's a swamp monster who has a sassy attitude, and a dragon who's really cranky and upset that he's not a big badass dragon, he's only a tiny small one. So I'm really enjoying that so far. So yeah, I'm not awake enough yet to even think about filming anything, even though it is like 10 a.m, almost 11 a.m. So I'm going to drink my tea and then continue watching some booktube for a bit, and then I will update you guys when I have some more information. Hello, it is much later. It is just gone 5 o'clock, I think. Can you even see me? Am I even in focus? Who the heck knows? You can see my lovely wardrobe. That's great. I have started 6 Crimson Cranes. So far it's okay. The only thing I have to say is that it's reading really, really young. She is meant to be 16 going on 17, and she's, to me anyway, feeling like she's about 13. So that's something I'm not really enjoying all that much, which I kind of wasn't hoping for. But yeah, I'm about almost 50 pages in. I think we're almost about to get into like the main plot of the story, where the evil stepmother turns the brothers into cranes. I also didn't manage to listen to any of my audiobook either. I kind of got in the mood to clean, and then I got a headache. So yeah, I will talk to you guys later. Hello. So it's about 9 o'clock. I am going to head to bed soon because I don't really feel well. My stomach is really upset. But nonetheless, I have made it to 100 pages in the 6 Crimson Cranes. Like I said previously, about 20 pages ago, our main character is still feeling quite young to me. She's supposed to be 16 turning 17, and she's acting more like a 13 to 14-year-old. And this is kind of giving me, Spirit Away vibes, but I think that's just because of the, I don't want to spoil it, or like the dragon that's mentioned on the back. It's give me Spirit Away vibes. The action has just happened, and our main character is now stuck somewhere, and she's, unable to speak. And yeah, so haven't read anything else from the Girl Who Drank the Moon, but I did ask my sister to randomly pick a book from my shelf, and she chose Rebecca. And I was like, that's a classic, and she's like, I don't care, read it. And I was like, oh, alright. So I read the first page. Let me tell you, I'm quite intrigued. It is beautiful. It's such nice writing. It just makes me want to like wrap up in a cozy blanket and listen to Red by Taylor Swift and just like sad girl summer vibe, sad girl autumn vibes. Like that's all I'm getting from this. And I only read the first page, so I feel like I want to annotate that. So I do have my little annotation kit here. I don't know if I'm going to go like fully in depth and annotate the whole thing with like writing in it and everything. I shall decide that at some point. But yeah, I'm gonna be reading that. So yeah. That's my update. I probably won't update you again until tomorrow morning, so I will catch you guys then. It's Monday, and I feel like all of these update videos, update clips have been coming from this particular angle of me in my bed. It's Monday. I
completely and utterly forgot to update you guys over the last couple of days. I have been at work. I had an anniversary with my boyfriend, and we both got sick. So I'm currently fighting off like a flu. He infected me. It's just been a great old time. But I finished a book. So I did finish 6 Crimson Cranes. I ended up giving it about like 2.53 stars. It was okay. It was very average. I still feel like it was very young. It read really, really young. But it was okay. I enjoyed the story. I definitely don't think it needs to be a duology, but I mean, that's the author's choice. I think it could have been wrapped up quite nicely, and it doesn't have to have this whole other aspect towards the end. So yeah, it was interesting. I think I mentioned that I asked my sister to pick a book from my shelves, and she picked Rebecca by Daphne du Maurier, I think is how you pronounce it. The 12 pages that I've read, really good, really atmospheric, lovely, lovely writing. I've already tabbed it, as you can kind of see. Maybe not. Yeah, I've already tabbed some of it, and I've highlighted some passages already because it's just so pretty. Just pretty. So, reading that, I have read a little bit more of Queen of Shadows, and I kind of want to read more of this today. But I did another poll on Instagram because I didn't know what else I wanted to read. And everybody picked In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. This is a dark fantasy that has blood mages and necromancy things and a possible polyamorous type of relationship. So we have our main character whose name is Roven. And she has like blood magic ability or something along those lines. And in this world, blood mages are like, they have a spirit guardian who like watches over them and I guess make sure that they're not doing anything weird and bad. And our main character gets taken to the palace where she meets the princess, and she also gets given her own spirit guardian, and she falls in love with the princess and her spirit guardian from the sounds of things. Yeah. And they uncover a terrible secret that could destroy everybody in Thanopolis. To save them, Roven will have to start a rebellion in both the mortal world and the underworld, and find a way to trust the princess and the undead spirit vying for her heart if she doesn't betray them first. So, yes, this is what I am reading. I am about, I think, 12 pages in. Yeah. So, those are my updates. I'm going to end this vlog here because it is a Monday. So, yes. That means next Monday. Ugh, not next Monday. Next week it will be Christmas, which is crazy. But anyway, I hope you enjoyed the vlog. Sorry it was a bit of a chaotic mess, but that's just kind of like what my life is, right? Like, that's kind of like what my life is like right now. I definitely have not had enough sleep. No, I'm ending the vlog. I will talk to you guys next week, but in vlog time, it's tomorrow. I'm giving up. I'm giving up. I hope you enjoyed this vlog. Give a thumbs up if you did. Subscribe if you'd like to see more. And I will see you guys in another video. Will this camera please stop trying to focus on Snorlax in the corner? Anyway, goodbye.